think that you
Yeah, I feel like that is the perfect widget. Oh, nice, nice, nice.
it's your favorite show, Isaac?
I mean, I can hate Sword Art Online, but I can admit when a picture looks good. Okay.
It's a great show. I don't care what people
No,
say.
it's not. No, it's not.
The first season, fire. Anything after that, I will not speak to.
Hey, I will
Alice
always
Station was
be.
good, actually. I liked
I
Alice
will
Station.
always say that Sword Art Online is great. People make a huge deal about the second arc, and I understand why, and I respect it. But to make it a point, the villain was a villain, and he was doing villainous things that nobody agreed were
We,
okay. And Kirito is there to try and save Asuna from this villain.
we can
And
do
then we don't do
another.
anything like that ever again. So it's not like a trend, apart from the little harem thing that kind of always
We
happens.
can do another Sword
Oh
Art
wait, we're not
Online
here to
stream
talk
if you
about
want.
Sword Art. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are not, but it sure is gonna be. I'm open to do
I am
another.
glad to be back.
I'm open to do another Sword Art rant roasting with you, but I digress. Welcome everyone to this joyous occasion where we are talking about yet another anime that Netflix has been horrible in the marketing. And this case, it's none other than Moonrise, who I ironically haven't even heard of myself before I saw a link of it on my YouTube channel of a random individual talking about Studio Wiz begs Studio Wiz begs Netflix to market it, and I'm just seriously Netflix, seriously, and then I decided to check it out, and I kind of fell in love with it because I am a sucker of some good sci-fi, and knowing that both Jamie and Brandon is also suckers for good sci-fi, I feel like I wanted to give them a proper a proper chance to market it and
I'm
all.
a sucker. I'm a sucker for good sci-fi. If everybody can see my background and my shirt, hopefully you recognize good sci-fi anime.
Yep. Nice shirt. Jackson, Florida, known for sci-fi.
I mean,
I want to hear the stories now. No.
No stories, no stories.
but yeah, and by the looks of it, when I mention it to you, you both find interested and well checked out. 3 episodes, was that right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. A good first look opportunity. Yes.
And me myself have finished the entire thing, so I was thinking that
Of course
maybe
you did.
I mean, why shouldn't I? But since I have finished it compared to the other folks, I'm hosting this one since I can go through it all. But giving a synopsis and all, we have, and I'm putting it from IMDb here. A young man from Earth enlists in the army to attack rebels on the moon, only to find that his former best friend is somehow alive. I mean, we all know that from the earlier episodes, but I need. I want to start with you, Jamie, since I know that Brandon will probably take 5 or so minutes to get his initial thought out enough more. What are your initial thoughts of these 3 episodes?
Are we splitting spoiler and non-spoiler, or?
I mean, this is the 3 first episodes, so go ahead.
Okay. General impression of the first 3 episodes. I think the show is okay. I am confused. There are some things that I would like explanations for. Like so Jack is the main character. He's the character in the top left of this picture we have pulled up here. Um so we find out he's adopted by this rich family and he's supposed to like inherit the company from his parents at some point. There's a they say a terrorist attack happens between like the earth and the moon, or I guess like the moon attacked the earth, and people die, people go missing. His parents are MIA, we don't know what happened to them. His friends that he's traveling with, they're all okay. I don't necessarily understand, I guess, how that all worked out, because at first they say they only found Jack in the lifeboat that he was in, and then all of a sudden everybody else comes back at some point, and I'm like, how did I thought it was only Jack? So then they say that Jack is being indicted for the crime of this terrorism attack that happened on this boat. Well, it happened around the boat. It scorched a lot of the earth around it. And you can kind of see like what they might be talking about, because when the attack happens, you see like a little button prompt come up with like the yes no. And so I'm like, oh, maybe Jack like unknowingly did something. Slash maybe he was like a little hacked. I'm not totally sure. I feel like he did something without knowing what he was doing. But yeah, he gets arrested. And then we just like jump to a year later. He's on a group. He's in a group with his friends that he was with before, but now they're out on missions, killing people. I guess on the moon, they're like fighting the rebellion. I don't know. So there's a lot of jumping around that I don't understand what's happening, and I'm like, maybe future episodes explain what's happening. But as a first impression, I am just very confused. That's my summary of what I think so far.
I love how your description was lost person, found people, bang bang bang, don't know, explosion, bang bang, people. Like
Yeah, I mean
I
that's how I feel.
um you know what I as Isaac said at the height of the show, I'm a big sucker for good sci-fi. And what I can say is it does have the one thing that great sci-fi needs. It has a great setting. You know, like
Mhm.
this Earth that it's somewhat losing resources, that expands to the stars, and now they're mining the colonies of the stars to get resources, which is kind of like what Bob Skyland claims is the reason for this uprising, right? Hence the word Moonrise. So it's a typical setting that you
Oh
would
my,
see.
the chant Moonrise too was killing me. I'm like, but bro, you know that's not gonna stick. But he kept doing it. He
Hey,
kept
hey, hey! He said,
Moonrise. I'm
so
like,
I'm gonna
bro, let
say
it
it.
go.
Um, and as long as we don't hear like the crowd chanting it, because that would be way too tacky. Like him saying it once is enough, right? Like um,
It's gonna be a thing.
hashtag Moonrise. So I like the setting. Um, the characters are okay. I don't find I don't have any connection to the characters as of right now. I can see myself having some connection because I do like the idea of having a troubled lead. I
Hmm.
do find interesting that the way the story is presented, it's purposefully confusing.
I hope so.
Like it feels that way, you know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
feels like it changes timelines, it changes scenarios consistently. It's never linear. And I have a
Hmm.
feeling they're doing that on purpose for a reason. So in that sense, it has me intrigued. I do want to see more. I like the action how it looks. Like
Yeah.
the whole thing about the engraved technology looks very interesting. Um, I do find that they're not doing a good job in hiding secrets, kind of, but like
There, So
Like,
we know
yeah,
Phil is
yeah,
Bob's
it's
Solum
you
or
know, you're not
Skylum.
trying, yeah, you're
But
not
then at
even
the
trying to
same,
hide.
what confuses me, and they don't explain this. I like, do they explain this later? But at that point, what good does it do me? I don't know. They don't say if Jack's face is also like hidden because you see he has the same technology.
Well, not only that is that like it's like a they do it. I think it looks like it's trying to hide their face,
Yeah, like a
kind of.
cloaking thing or
Yeah, it's
something.
like a cloaking thing, but but the thing is, I wonder, and that's where I come with the idea of it's confusing on purpose. That's my take so far, and that's what has me intrigued because from what you see in from the first episode, what happens with the crash of the moon of the whatever moon elevate orbital elevator, whatever
Yeah,
they
yeah,
call it.
that. Mm-hmm.
Um, you know that Jack is kind of interacting in and out of reality.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a huge like factor or idea, right? And then episode 2 makes it a point to tell you Jack has been in this situation before where what he thought was real isn't. So I wonder if that's just a plot point, period, or if that's a theme that we're going to continue seeing throughout the show. So that I'm just so what I can say is from a sci-fi aspect, I'm interested. I'm interested to see how it goes. I love the creative team because we have we have um To Ubukata who wrote for Ghost in the Shell Arise. He worked on Psychopaths. Some of the Psychopaths 3 and Psychopaths the movie Providence. So he has great chops for things that I've enjoyed and things that I'm interested in. Um, and then we have a director from Attack on Titan, which you can kind of see that he knows how to do high speed action, which similar to Attack on Titan is what you had with all the um, unidirectional gear, right? And um, and also the character designs are from Hiro Morikawa, which is the creator and artist for Full Metal Alchemist, The Legend of Arslan, and she's currently writing Demons in the Shadow Realm. So like fantasy is her thing. So like her style is pretty unique and pretty cool. So I don't know. I like that's the kind of stuff that also helps me invest and makes me want to invest more time in seeing more of
And
it.
we can't forget that it's people from Attack on Titan also working on it
Yeah, that's what I mentioned. The
in
director.
Westnet. Yeah.
Yeah, and with studio.
Mm-hmm.
So and I like how it looks though. Like I like their use of digital imagery. Like some moments with the digital imagery, it feels like it's fourth wallish, like it's kind of the digital imagery that you see in like movies, like live
Mm-hmm.
action movies. So I like that contrast and that mix. But yeah, I wonder if the nothing is at it as it seems goes deeper than what we've seen so far. Um, yeah. So I'm interested. And always, I'm convinced the moon people are probably right. Earth are all scumbags. Like that's how that's how all
I
these
mean,
sci-fi
if
stuff play
they're from
out.
Earth too, then I'm like, we're probably all scumbags, you know.
Hey
Everybody
man,
scumbag.
Moonrise.
Moonrise.
That sounds like a failed Final Fantasy attack, like a limit break that just
Oh man.
Yeah.
somewhere Red 13 is going. That's why I didn't name my move that. Ah, that's funny. But yeah, like Moonrise, it's fun. I like how it looks. It didn't get a great rating, like it's like 6.8 out of 10, but
hmm
that's still not horrible. I
No,
think
yeah,
it
it's
has a
not
lot going
bad.
for it. Yeah, it's something that I'm willing to spend more time with. You know?
You know, I don't know. This is where I would love Isaac's opinion on like the first 3 episodes or just like the general gist of how this story is told. Like, are things supposed to be this way? That's honestly what I need to know because I I'm a big story person. And I personally, I'm like, I don't think I've seen anything to personally latch onto, because just when I feel like something's making sense, we're all of a sudden in a different place. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm
It's
confused.
switching a lot.
Yeah.
Isaac?
Yeah, I was sorry, I was just fixing out a thing. But to answer your question, do they continue doing some time jumps? Yes, they do.
Oh,
But does the story get better? Yes, they do, and and overall, it makes sense down the line. And it honestly, would I say that this is a store that you can just put that down, just start watching and just turn your brain off, like, well, insert comedy anime here? No, I wouldn't. It's sort of like watch. I wouldn't say it's one-to-one in quality. It's different art style and form of storytelling, all, but it's sort of like Blade Runner in a sense. Blade Runner is the sci-fi that you can't just start and just scroll on your phone when you're watching it at the same time, or that kind of movie. That
It's funny you say that
definite,
because they also
definitely.
introduced the idea that there's androids, people that are not
yeah.
maybe like real. So like
Mm-hmm.
what's real and what's not, it's like
Yeah,
that's kind of what I'm excited about. I want to see that if this is the themes that they're going to be working on, I want to see how they're resolved. Um if they
I
resolve it.
agree.
and
I'm just
Yeah.
like, and it sucks to say. I don't want to just like rag on something just to rag on it, but I'm like, at this point I don't know if I have faith that everything will come together based on, like, I think they do have interesting components, but it's just like, instead of building it up, we're just like jumping to something else. And I don't know. Yeah, there's the makeup for a story that's very interesting. It's just this first impression I have. I'm just like, I have no idea. That, and there is some incredible anime out this season that immediately hooks me. Versus this one, I'm like, I might have to give it more time to get what's going on. So
Maybe the slow burn is too slow to actually
I
catch
can
fire.
I don't even know if it's the slow burn. I'm like, maybe the logic is just not computing with me. I don't know. Because there are some things that are interesting about
Can't
this, but
not
just
compute.
overall, I'm just like, I don't understand what is happening.
Fair? Fair.
I can tell you right now that I personally feel like they land the ship properly. I could see if some doesn't
I mean,
like
in,
the
in
opening.
episode 3, they shoot half of the ship down. So are you sure? No.
I was
You
confused
get
about that too
what I
because they
mean.
still flew off in it. I'm like, I guess they didn't need that wing. Like, I don't know how that worked.
You
I don't know
get
how
what I
this works.
mean when
That's not how any of this works. No, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, so, so let me ask you this question, Isaac. For our viewers out there, um, were you hooked from the beginning, or was there an episode where you went, okay, I'm finishing this. Let me do it. Like, like,
I,
like, where does the turn occur that it hooks you?
for
Good
me
question.
personally, it was episode 3 because I always have the 3 episode rule, so to speak.
Okay.
Because and it only, at least in my personal opinion, it all only gets better from there. There are some questionable animations parts that you will find, but then again, I could see why they are approaching that from that type of animation also. But I argue that the first 3 episodes is somewhat of a setup for it. Just boom, truly kicks off.
Slow burn. Okay. Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Did you watch it in Japanese or English sub? But it was a dub, by the way.
I watched it. I watched the dub.
I
Did
also
you
watched the English dub.
Did you recognize the English VA for Phil. We have interviewed him here on the channel.
Is it our buddy
It's not Rob.
No, not Rob, the other one.
Ryan.
Ryan?
Yes, it's Ryan.
Nice.
You know, it's funny when we first saw Phil, I was like, "Is this Jack's boyfriend?" I don't know. They got really close at the beginning. I was like, "Oh, like he has a secret boyfriend," and then come to find out they're like, for you could say brothers, but I mean not by blood. So I'm like,
I mean, he gave him his arm. I don't.
He did give him his arm, and that you see, he gave him his arm, and then he said goodbye, Jack. And I'm like, bro, back up, back up. Like, why are you getting so close? I'm like, what's going on? Oh no,
Jamie got intimacy issues. Let's talk about that.
No, man.
How many episodes do we need to resolve it? No.
Listen. I feel like there was something going on. I'm like, maybe they.
Hey,
I don't know.
You know what? I'm not gonna knock it because I saw it too.
Maybe this is secretly a boy love anime. Who knows?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's what it needs to be.
Yeah, no, I was open to it. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, them being like somewhat brothers. I was like, I don't know.
I will admit I had the same.
Steve?
When I saw that scene.
Wait, Jamie, did we find the hook for you? Like getting question answered?
I would be interested to see what happens with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Is this the reason you keep watching? It's like, are these hooking up? I need to know.
Like, is he gonna reject Rias for Phil? I don't know. I need to see. Also, I'm like, I don't know what Rias sees in him. Like every time, he's just like.
I am gonna say, and Jack is. I don't know. Like
I think he would be a fun person to be around, but for Rias, when she's like trying to be like business lady, get things done, he is the worst person to have on the team.
But at the same time, I kind of, I don't know.
All I can say is
I don't entirely enjoy the all over the placeness of Jack. Like,
I feel like
he's way too aloof sometimes, and then it gets super serious at times, and like I don't see a balance or a correlation. It feels like two different people sometimes.
When you meet his dad in like episode 2, I think it is. Or was
episode
it
1?
I forget. Yeah, episode 1. His dad does say like, you have this facade that you're like this guy that's just like loosey goosey, all this, like, why don't you just like be yourself, So I'm like, I do feel like it is a facade, and he's just like just trying to not let people know who he really is.
Yeah. There is that.
Yeah. So that was a point of intrigue for me. I'm like, what's this guy really like? Because when he was
the
like,
purpose of this pod. We're finding ways to get Jamie invested. This is what it's become. Forget you viewers. It's not about you knowing about the show. It's about keeping Jamie invested.
Exactly. I'm like, once he drops the facade, he can finally get back with Phil. Everything will work out. Have the happy ending.
They can finally hold hands.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, they make a proper explanation of what she sees him in and why and all that. Yes, and
yeah, it kind of seems like they might be legally betrothed or something. Like, I don't know. The way his mom talked about her, he was like, she really wanted him to end up with her. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, and also about the whole persona, I was gonna joke and say, so he's Iron Man according to you, all things considered. I mean, he has a Iron Man or Batman having two different personas type of deal. And a rich playable.
Yeah. I do find, like, out of all the names we can name this corporation as Shadow Corporation, like, we couldn't think about any other names. Like, we know for a fact his family was just the bad shit. Like students.
The names in this anime too are so wild. Like Bob Skylum, I thought that was weird, but I'm like, okay, I can dismiss that. Then at the end of episode
Moonrise.
3, we meet Harry Cox. I'm like, are we serious? Are we serious right now? Harry Cox is the best you could do. Like, oh my god.
I don't know. It's all about those boy fantasies. So,
I guess.
again, viewers, it's not about you. It's about keeping Jamie invested. I don't know, guys. I mean, I think I'm excited to see more. It's something that I haven't watched anything in almost a year. Like I have been completely disconnected.
Not even One Piece.
No. Everything I've done is read. Like I'm reading a lot. Like a lot. I'm currently like I finished a couple of series, and I'm reading a couple of ones. Like I'm still reading Kagurabachi. I'm reading Chainsaw Man, which is nuts right now. I feel that we say that every time we talk about Chainsaw Man. That's what Suzuki Fujima. Yeah.
Fujimoto is just insane.
Yes, and it's good though. I like how he finds way to still keep it interesting. Especially what's happening with Denji right now. It's so good. But yeah, read Chainsaw Man, reading One Piece, so I'm caught up with that. I'm reading Shojin X, which just had a crazy turn of events, and now it's completely gonna change, which is nuts. I'm still reading Some 100. I'm caught up with that.
I need that to come back.
Yeah, it's so good.
The
book right now is so good. I think
I might need to pick it up.
I think it's getting close to its final stretch.
No.
I think Some 100 is probably it's gonna finish by the end of next year. Well, keep in mind, Some 100 is a monthly series. Like they only put a chapter out once a month. So I think it has maybe till the end of next year, if not 2 years. But yeah, it's on Viz. Like if you have the Viz manga app, it's there. So I was trying to recommend reading it. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex is good. I'm reading that one too. I'm reading. What else am I reading? I'm reading Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi. I don't know. So and then I'm reading Land of Monsters on Viz, which is good. I finished How Do We Relationship, which is a very good book on romance, girl romance. I really
let's talk
recommend
about it.
No. How Do We Relationship? It's good. It's good. It's a very good romance and relationship book. It's great.
You're not reading Dan anymore?
Oh no, I'm reading Dandadan. I'm 100% caught up with Dandadan. I'm trying. Like I said, how many books have I mentioned in the last 5 minutes that I'm reading?
Okay.
I'm currently reading a book for Brandon Sanderson. I'm still going through that. What else am I reading?
Brandon Sanderson is the goat.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm reading Way of Kings right now. So let me see what else. Oh, I'm reading Sakamoto Days. I started Undead Unluck, so yeah, thank you. What else am I reading? I've read One Punch Man for a bit, and I don't know. I'm reading a lot.
Yeah, that was quite the extensive list.
Yes, and I'm still adding things. Oh, I finished Claymore a while back. What else am I reading? Yeah, I think that's up. I think I'm capped for now. Let me see. Let me check the Viz app. Oh, if anybody wants to read just a simple like adventure book, that's good. The Viz app has this book called Land of Monsters. It's a cool book. It's about this kid trying to prevent a monster that wants to resurrect his mother. But he has to travel the world, kind of like going into different forests and mountains, encountering the monster lords, and it's pretty good. Yes, and I'm finding stuff to read all the time, so my life is reading. And everybody should read Call of the Night. Damn it.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Call of the Night.
Okay, but go back on track.
We're talking about Moonrise. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Moonrise!
I mean, that's the entire point of this stream.
But yes, I would definitely make time to know more. Especially if the questions that are driving Jamie to watch it are answered.
I mean, I think those would be great things to find out about.
Yes. I just need to know. Actually, Isaac, say it. Do they? No, I'm kidding.
How many
I,
kisses,
uh,
Isaac?
I need to keep some details from Jamie. So.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna give it a few more episodes and see if I can get locked in with it. I do feel like I'm on the cusp of like getting let into the story finally, and then being like, okay, this is what's happening. And like once we get to that point, I'm like, okay, I can lock in, I can follow along, I'll be good.
nice.
Oh, I
hope
forgot
you.
2 books. I finished Orange. That's another manga. That's like a slice of life, time traveling
Oh,
manga,
okay,
which
I
is
was about to
interesting.
say I thought I heard about
Yeah,
Orange too.
Orange is very good. I finished Orange, and I started
What do
Summertime
you,
Rendering.
Brandon?
Oh,
Brandon,
Summertime,
what do you?
the anime is good.
Yeah, I'm reading the book, so
Brandon,
it's
why
I'm
don't
done.
we
I promise.
just?
I promise.
If you wanted to talk about the manga you're reading, we could have done another segment and just cut it into another widget.
Well, I used it to prove the point that Moonrise is interesting enough that I'm willing to add it to my list of things that I
Yeah,
normally don't
it should be
do.
on there
Okay,
because he has a
fair
lot that
enough.
he's reading.
You see, I'm
Although,
bringing it. I'm bringing it back.
also, when the first trailer of One Piece season 2 is coming out, Opla season 2, you and I are going to do. At least you and I are going to react on that, and you
What
are
do you mean
not.
just you and I? Jamie's here. She'll probably be
At
done by Moonrise by
least,
then, and she'll have things
at
to scream at you about
least,
because you didn't know.
at
I'm like, why
least
wasn't
you
there
and
boy
I.
love? What the heck? Where was the boy love?
Uh, but
It's like I can
yeah,
see Jamie like literally going like they hold hands for like 2 seconds. I saw it. You see that? If you get a clip and they hold hands, you see it. You see it.
I know they thought about kissing.
They got
See,
too
that's
close.
when
They
my
got too close.
fanfic career starts right there. I'm like, this is the
As
real
long
end
as it
of
doesn't go
Moonrise.
into the darkest place, darkest reaches of Reddit, I think we'll be fine.
Oh no, I don't even know those places, so we're good. We're good. But yeah, One Piece live action. I'm looking forward to that too. Is that this year?
yeah.
So I
So
believe
far,
so. Yeah, I think so. I think it's we're either getting a trailer in summer, and it's either releasing late this year or spring of next year. Because remember, they already finished production. They're just in post right now. So they're in post. So
Okay.
yeah. So I'm excited. I think we're probably not gonna hear anything from the live action until the current season that's going on in the anime is over.
hey, bro.
That could be a while, couldn't it?
Not
All right, no,
necessarily
the season, not
because
the arc, the season.
not the
Okay, never
arc.
mind. Yeah,
Well, keep in
yeah.
mind. I don't know. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Isaac. Spoilers for people. Do you mind if I spoil anything?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's just halfway through Egghead right now.
No. But
Let's
what
go.
I mean is, the Gorosei has not arrived yet.
Yes, they have.
Have they arrived, or are they just there?
No. Not on that point. Not on that point.
Okay, so only Saturn arrived.
Yes.
Okay, so that means that we probably have another 15 episodes, 15 to 20 episodes,
Yeah.
not something crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so Brandon is gonna give it continue to give it a chance. Jamie is gonna give it a couple of episodes and hoping for some boy love. I take it.
I mean, that's not exactly what my everything doesn't hinge on boy love, I feel like this isn't actually a boy love. But
I
what I'm
know.
really looking for is just like I want to see the story happen in sequence, I guess. Like if we're gonna flash back to like how Jack got to this point, I just want point A to B, not like A to E and then to Z and then come back to B. Like just give me A to B so I can understand at least what's going on with Jack, or like what's going on with the Phil, like one of the two, I'll be good. Then I can like follow along from there. If they kiss,
Yeah.
even better. Possibly.
Okay then.
Possibly.
Hey,
But,
we never thought we would arrive here, but you know what we achieved? She is now invested.
We'll find out. We'll find out. I'll let the good people know.
This is fun. I miss you guys.
Yeah. We missed you too, man. But anyway, any last words before we round this thing up?
Summertime rendering is nuts.
It's so good. It's so good.
Last word about this show.
Oh, that one. I did it just for you. No, we gotta. I want to keep watching. I'm probably gonna finish this one. I'm excited that it's 18 episodes. I kind of hope that it's one and done. Because unless it's amazing towards the end, I'm gonna be disappointed because I'm not gonna want to watch anymore. But I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens.
My last thoughts, I would say for the people out there that maybe they're like so gung-ho on watching Moonrise and they came here to get some first impressions to give them that push that they needed.
Boy love.
Feel free to ignore my criticisms. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own taste. Maybe you will like what you see in the first 3 versus what I've seen. Maybe I'll turn around and be like, you know what? Now that I've seen everything else, the first 3 make sense, and I changed my opinion. So I would encourage you guys to watch it if you're interested. Support the new animes they got over here that hasn't had as much marketing as some other things. And it's got some cool fighting. I will say that. I mean, if you're looking into some fighting, especially in space, you don't
Let's
get to
talk
see that a
about
lot.
the action. The action is actually pretty solid.
That's pretty good.
Like the idea of them digitally creating their weapons, that is super cool. The whole thing with the cape, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I was kind of like I was thinking that when we got to, I think it was episode 2 where you get a little bit of Jack's backstory and you see like the robotic girl, which I don't know if she was always that way or if they made her that way before they got there. I was thinking like, oh, maybe that's why they have like the cape thing, because they're not actually like fully organic. They just transform their arm into something, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah. But yeah, it's very interesting, like combat system that they have. I hope they explain that.
And it kind of appears also in episode 3. It's kind of like a jutsu thing. Like you gotta do like certain.
It reminded me
you
of
touch the cape and it does things, and if you do certain hand signals like gang signs, it kind of you manifest different things. So that's.
It made me think of Fire Force because I did a rewatch of season 1 and or not season 1 and 2. And when Shinra's like trying to focus the fire to like just his feet, he does like the fire, the different symbols, and that like helps him like focus his energy there. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's kind of like that. Like that's kind of cool.
Cool. Have we done the thing, Isaac?
I guess so. And me personally, I can highly recommend it. It might not be perfect, but it's easily someone that if I find it on buying on Blu-ray, I will get a copy of it depending on the price. Honestly.
Nice.
And
that's high praise. That's high praise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But where can people find y'all?
You go ahead, Brandon.
Brandon. Where can people find you? Where can people find you, Jamie?
You guys can find me at
in the darkest reaches of Reddit. No.
Oh gosh. No, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. If I'm there, y'all will know. But you can find me at Swiper_Prime on Twitch and YouTube. Been playing through some games. I've been streaming Metaphor. I'll probably get back to that once I'm back in New York, which will be sometime next week. And I've been playing through Okami on the channel on YouTube, and that's been a lot of fun. That's been really great.
Nice.
So yeah, join me for both of those. Two great games. What more could you ask for?
What about you, Brandon?
And you can find me at the Amateur Otaku Podcast when available, and you can find me at the Shatter After on the Beyond the Clickers podcast, which is the Shatter After's official podcast on HBO's The Last of Us, where we seek the art beyond the clickers. We are back with season 2. We did a pre-show, did episodes 1 and 2 coverage. We do it every Monday night, the Monday after the episode airs. So we're very excited to keep talking The Last of Us as season 2 revs up very nicely in the next
Yeah.
episode. So
I
you
gotta
can find me
catch
there.
up on the last episode. I gotta hear y'all's thoughts and feelings, maybe some tears.
There's a lot of feelings.
Oh
A lot
yeah.
of feelings.
And yeah, well, you can find me here at Amateur Taco and at my Twitch channel, the Swedish Emblem, and which we also stream this over, and also my VOD channel that will also become sort of like a Let's Play channel, and with the same name, which I have an update on later down the line, and hopefully I will start being able to do some more reviews also
Nice.
on my own.
Hey, you're a true gamer now.
Oh no! And hopefully I have my book published this year.
Nice.
Hey,
Hey. That's awesome, dude.
that's
Yeah.
sick.
But anyway, have it awesome, y'all.
Boys.
Peace.
Peace.